Hey folks, welcome to the Motel 6 in Sheridan, Wyoming. This is day
7.
Is it day 7?
This is day 7.
It's just Friday. We did leave on a Friday.
Friday night.
Yep. We've kind of missed a lot. We haven't been doing these regularly, so we're gonna catch you up. I think the last one we did was in Cloverdale, California, which is in the northern part of California.
Well, we did one yesterday.
Well, yeah,
but we said we'd do a recap of the days we missed.
Yeah, we're gonna do today. Well, this one we're gonna cover the National Redwood Forest and Oregon. So, first of all, Northern California as a whole,
great,
awesome state. Very easygoing, very laid back, and it has nothing to do with the fact they're about to legalize. Hopefully they'll legalize. But it has nothing to do with that. It's just a mindset. It's a people. They're more relaxed. They're friendly. They're...
By far, California was my favorite state.
Yeah.
I mean, it was everything I anticipated it to be and more.
Yeah. Good state.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Moved from Cloverdale, we went to the National Redwood Forest.
Yeah. In
the northern part of the state, just as you leave. Gorgeous. The most amazing thing I think I've ever seen. I mean, coming from where we come from, where our forests are relatively young and our trees are just a different type of ecosystem, but the trees there are just unreal. I mean, it's just wow.
For me,
really cool.
For me, getting to see the redwoods and driving through that country was the highlight of the trip.
Yeah,
that was my ultimate moment. Was getting to see those. And that was just the greatest.
And driving through all that country it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
So you get a chance, the redwoods are worth it. We went through the redwood forest, and then just on the other side of the border is Oregon. And not good things to say. This is where it's going to drop off, because not good things to say about Oregon. I mean,
well, first when you enter Oregon, there are a string of about 5 road signs that are all nothing but threatening.
Yeah.
Buckle your seatbelt or go to jail.
Yeah.
If you litter, you're gonna pay a huge fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Although the littering sign that we liked the most, I think, was in Washington. Was it Washington? Yeah. It said litter and it will hurt. That's all it said. And then it had a phone number for if you see someone littering.
See someone littering. They didn't bother to tell you how much. How much? Said, it's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt. But Oregon, their signs. I mean, in California, it was very positive, very like.
Yeah. And
hey, it's of your best interest not to do these things. I mean, come on, it's not hard to do these things. Just don't. Type of a mentality and type of a message when they on their signs. Whereas in Oregon, it was very much like,
we're gonna get you.
Yeah,
we're gonna get you.
We're gonna get you. So
you killed my paw.
Yeah, another running gag. And call my brother. He's an agent and he keeps up on these things, just nationwide. Interest in other conservation departments and management of wildlife and ecosystems and stuff. But apparently, Oregon was the most recent state to get logged, and you can see that in both the landscape and, I mean, it's not just barren stumps everywhere, but the forest, I mean, it was logged 30, 40 years ago.
Yeah. And
so the forests reflect that. The forest, you go from, in Northern California, from trees being 700, 800, 900 years old.
Yeah.
And at the top end and the low end, at least being 200, 150 to 200.
Old trees.
Old trees. And going from that to maximum age of maybe 80, maybe 80, and you can tell it. You can tell it in the landscape. You can tell it in the people.
Which is weird, but you can. I mean,
you can really feel.
You totally feel that there's something wrong with Oregon.
Right. And definite reflection. Also,
Oregonians.
So we had to ask. What do you call Oregonians? Or Oregon?
What do you call people who live in Oregon?
Yeah. So, but we another tidbit, information you need to know if you're driving through Oregon: do not pump your own gas.
No.
Don't get out of your vehicle. Don't touch it.
It's not even a joke.
Not joking.
We stopped. I can't remember where in Oregon. Somewhere. But I got out to just pump my gas, you know,
Normal.
put my truck. And then this old elderly guy came hobbling over at me.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey,
Don't do that.
don't do that. What do you think you're doing?"
Yeah.
And come to find out, 30 years ago, some senator's friend got burned in a gas accident. So they decided to pass a law which no one can pump gas that doesn't work for a gas station.
Right. Which, you know, there were a couple reasons why it did it. Number one, it was a senator's friend, and that always helps.
Yeah.
Number two, logging had a lot of the lumber mills were starting to go down because they were out of lumber.
And this was during the 70s, you know, when
Right.
EPA got started, and
Right.
there were a few more rules to follow.
Big time push as far as government involvement. So you had the senator's friend. Logging was out of business because they just ran out of trees, and the unemployment was high. And overnight, they created, I think it was 100,000 jobs.
Well, I think initially he said they created 50,000 jobs, it was just bam, overnight.
Right.
And then over the next 30 years, they've doubled that. So that
Right.
now Oregon employs 100,000 people to pump gas, which
All
is
they do is
about
pumping gas.
8% of their workforce.
8% of their workforce. So, which, if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do.
Yeah, I mean, it works because it's, you know, that's 100,000 people that have a job that wouldn't have a job
Right.
otherwise.
Right.
But
They'll just be on
all
the
they do is
street.
pump gas.
Yes. Which we talked about the mental aspects of being someone who has a job that's just
Yeah.
kind of
Someone my age who lived in Oregon their whole life has never ever pumped gas
that's
themselves.
something, too.
They've never
Yeah.
ever pumped their own gas.
Never touched a gas.
You know, unless they've left Oregon, but you know, it's totally feasible. I mean, I'm sure a majority of the people who live,
Yeah.
you know, that are my age, that haven't got out yet. I mean, it's just they've never pumped gas.
The exception to our angst with Oregon would be Portland, and we'll talk about that on our next one with
Yeah.
Washington and Seattle. So anyway, Oregon, I hate to dog it too much, but it's just a lot different than what I had in my mind.
It was unpleasant.
Yeah, it was. So we went through it in about a day.
It's definitely been the least. To go from California, which was the most favorite for me, to go to Oregon, which has been my least favorite.
Yeah.
It was a big jump.
Big jump. Yeah. So anyway, peace out.
Yep.